And I'd like to thank you guys for especially Instagram and TikTok. Thanks for the 25,000 followers. TikTok, I haven't posted in a couple of days because I've been burnt out from the social media stuff, just so you know. And it's a little crazy. So hopefully people on YouTube can see me now. Let me answer a couple more questions and I'm going to play something. What's your favorite riff? Oh, man, I have so many favorite riffs. That's Sports Short on TikTok. So, I mean, I like these 2/5 licks, like this. Things like that. So what I'm doing is I'm basically doing bebop licks and jazz licks. Okay. And what I'm doing is a 2/5. Someone question, can you circle the fifths and diminished chords and call it jazz? Sure. Someone who asked that question? Ethan, I think. Yeah. Yes, you can, I guess. Okay. That's a funny question. Yes, we can hear it. Good, good. So, and YouTube, they can hear it. Let me ask a question. So I like to use these licks. I have all kinds of licks. I love diminished licks too. So, I mean, I was actually practicing today for once because usually I don't practice because I'm always doing too many other things except practicing. So I'm glad to be showing you some licks today. So I like to use diminished licks. So I'm on my 7-string guitar, guys and girls. So let me see if I can move back a little bit so that people can see me better on these cameras that I'm using on YouTube and stuff, and and on TikTok. So I'm going to go like this. Like a diminished lick I like to use is, let's say I play over or let's say I play over a F7. I like to use diminished licks. See what I'm doing? Now that 7-string gets in the way sometimes. I'm trying to position myself properly. I don't want to play too loud. So that's a great 7-string lick. Okay, so I like using that lick. That's a diminished lick I like to use. That's one of my favorite riffs. Also, I like to do the diminished patterns like. So it's like these are all symmetrical patterns like a. So now that's tricky on the 7-string. Today I lick, I have to do this stretch. See, I have to do these weird stretches on the 7-string because I have a low A. Okay, so those are actually cool things you can actually do on the 7-string for diminished licks. Just so you guys know, on Instagram, you can actually Instagram saying, tell my viewers about my badges. So a badge is actually, so you guys know they're watching. If you like what I'm doing, you can actually donate with badges. One heart, it pays me 99 cents. 2 hearts pays $1.99, and 3 hearts pays $4.99. So so if you like what I'm doing, please donate to my badges. It's a new thing on Instagram. And also, I have my Venmo, PayPal, Cash App up there at Ron Jackson Music. If you want to donate to that, so thank you. If you want to donate to badges. So let me see. I have a bunch of messages now on TikTok. So someone's asking me, what strings do I use? I use all kinds of strings, but on this guitar, I'm using these jazz tapes. Okay, look at this. These are 14 on top. Okay, people always freak out when I tell them that. So these are 14 to 79. 14 to 79, okay? Those are the jazz tapes I use. So that's a great question. So that's a good answer. I have a bunch of different strings. It depends on the guitar I'm playing. But on this guitar, I'm playing that. I'm going to answer a question now on YouTube. Rank all scales. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. The major scale is an important one first. I mean, I love diminished. I love augmented because they're all symmetrical. What's Watch this. I like that scale. See, I like using it. So that's an easy scale to play, actually, because it's symmetrical every 2 frets. You can do cool patterns like this. You can do cool licks like that with the whole tone pattern. So that's a cool scale. And of course, I like diminished. I told you guys that earlier. That's a diminished pattern. Okay, so I'm using diminished right now, and whole tone. Let me see. Playing Ornithology by Charlie Parker. Thank you, guys. Hey, TikTok. I just wrote on my title. If you want to, I have a PayPal and Venmo link if you want to donate it. It's at Ron Jackson Music, just so you know. Okay. So now Ornithology. That's one actually I know pretty good. Okay, so that's Ornithology a little bit. I might play something for you guys like that. Let me see. People are asking me these funny questions here. Someone's asking me what kind of pickup is on this guitar. So this guitar right here has a Benedetto Seymour Duncan pickup. I endorse these guys. Seymour Duncan is actually a good friend of mine. So these are a couple $100. This is a 7-string guitar pickup. Okay, actually they make it for Benedetto guitars. Actually, I want to get one of those things, a 7-string one of these days. But this is an Eastman. So this is a Benedetto Seymour Duncan pickup. So I'm a Seymour Duncan user. So most of my guitars have Seymour Duncan pickups on them, and they're really great pickups. Okay. So let me answer another question. Please do diminished 6 scale. Diminished 6. Oh, someone wants to ask about diminished 6 scale. Okay, I have an exercise about this. So when you're playing a lot of minor tunes in jazz, let's say you're playing G minor. Now you go up the scale as a minor bebop scale. It's on the 7th string. So I'm playing that diminished, what he called a diminished 6 scale, but I actually call it the minor bebop scale, which is the melodic minor with a passing tone between the 6th, 5th, and 6th. So here's a melodic minor in G. Okay, you put the passing tone between there. Now, if you play this in triads going up, you would actually go like this. So that's the diminished, well, you call it diminished 6 scale, but this is actually the minor bebop. So you get these chords. You get a let's say you get a minor 6 diminished, minor 6 diminished, all inversions, minor 6 diminished. And one song I was working today was this song called Bebop by Dizzy Gillespie. Okay, so that song uses the minor bebop scale. It goes to the diminished. I mean, not all the some parts it just goes to the B flat there. So it does that basically. And so that's a minor bebop scale, the minor diminished, the diminished sixth scale he was calling. Okay, let me see. Let me ask a question now on TikTok. Flat wound mostly. So I use flat wound and round wound strings just so you know, because it depends on the guitar I'm playing. If I'm playing an acoustic guitar, I tend to use these Tomastic strings. Okay, these are Tomastics, and I use these on on my acoustic guitars. These have actually some flat wound parts to it, but I love round wound strings on my acoustic guitar, so I use these a lot. Okay, so that's something I like to use. Okay. Also, yeah. Okay, someone said they love Elixir strings. Well, guess what? I endorse Elixir too. So, David May said he likes Elixir strings on YouTube. So I use these too. I use these on my solid body Paul Reed Smith that I have. I got these from them when I won some contests a couple years ago. The Elixir string, single contest. It was a vinyl contest actually. Actually, I got to put those on my website. I got to get rid of those vinyls. So those are like collector's items. I forgot. I gotta talk to the person that helps me manage my site to put those up. I forgot about those. So that's why I use Elixir strings. Let me answer a question now on YouTube. Also, guys, on YouTube and Instagram, everybody, if you like what I'm doing, I actually have a. I want to try to show you this if I can find this thing. I have a Patreon site, and here it is. I think, yeah, here. So I don't know about YouTube. I think YouTube is it's backwards, but here I have a Patreon site on Instagram. If you want to join my Patreon, okay, and it's that site right here, okay. And on YouTube, I'm sorry, but I think this is backwards because sometimes I write backwards for here it is. On YouTube, it's this, okay. So this is my Patreon site, and if you want to join my Patreon, please join my Patreon for less than $3 or more. Okay, I gotta get that announcement out of the way. Someone, David May, asked me on YouTube how many guitars are around. I own about 15 at least that I could think of. 15 guitars, different styles, different, like classical, solid bodies, nylon strings, steel strings, 7 strings. Okay, so let me see something here. Let me ask a question on YouTube. Hi, love from Brazil. What kind of pickups on that guitar? Okay, that's a great question. Let me see. I'm on Instagram right now, and just answering a few questions. Let me see if there's any other questions here. People are just waving to me and all kinds of stuff. Let me see. No, there's no questions here. So I'm going to go to TikTok right now. What's the difference between jazz strings and regular strings? Well, I mean, you can play jazz. Okay, I'll give you a hint. So these strings, these strings right here are like jazz bebops. Okay, you call them. If you look at these carefully, these are jazz bebop. I'm on 3 different platforms, everybody. So I'm just showing everybody the strings. So these are Tomastics. They're really great strings. And these are round wound, actually. I use these sometimes. I use these on this guitar. My smaller 6-string. Okay, it's more like an ES 175. And these are flat wound. But the reason why we use flat wounds, the reason why I use flat wounds is because I'm using the George Benson. This is a George Benson string. Okay, these are flat wounds, 14 on top. Okay, these are Tomastics. Okay, and when I use these strings, I pick at an angle like this. These are flat wounds too. Okay, so when I pick at an angle, if you have a round wound string, this string is round wound. My 7th string. So if you listen carefully, you hear the scraping. Now, if I hit straight, you don't hear that. So on this guitar, I have to adjust my picking when I get to the 7th string, not to go sideways. So flat wounds are ideal for not having a sound See here, you hear that scratchy sound there? It's because it's round wound. But that's a great sound. I think it sounds amazing on acoustic guitar. But if you play with a angle like this on acoustic guitar, you're gonna have scratchy sound, which you don't want. So you have to be able to adjust your picking accordingly. So I should do a video about it. So when I'm doing picking, tend to pick an angle like this. Now I have to go straight because you hear that if you don't do that. You hear that different? Okay, let me answer a question on YouTube. Have you worked with underground hip hop artists sampling and hip hop? Not really. I mean, I like to do more of that. Um, I've been hired for sessions and stuff like that, but I don't know if they've been particularly hip hop. I've met some people like that. So, any tips for improvisation? So, if someone was asking me if there's any tips for improvisation. Learn tunes and transcribe, and learn licks, and learn solos from people. That's how you learn the language. And get a good teacher. I teach, for example, and it's very important to be able to learn with the teacher, and they'll help guide you about what to practice. I've had a bunch of teachers over the years, and that always helps. Okay, let me see. Let me see these questions. Let me see. How do you get a sound of the whammy bar without having a whammy bar? Oh, there's an effect like that. But you know what? The only way you can do that is by detuning your strings, and then putting them back up. You can go. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that as a guitar. You tune it. You have to tune your guitar back up. You can use your strings as a whammy. Okay. Let me see. Have you played with any famous Canadian musicians? Not really. Canadian. I know a couple Canadian musicians, a bunch of them, but I don't know about famous ones. I'm looking for 7-string elixirs for my acoustic. Do you play any 7-string acoustic? Yes. So someone's asking me if I play 7-string acoustic. Let me get my 7-string acoustic out real quick, since that's a good question. I have one right over here. I have this one. I don't think I can plug it in. That's the problem. Let me show you. So I have a 7-string acoustic right here. This is a steel string. Now this guitar has round wound strings on it. Look. See that? So this is a 7-string. The funny thing is, I never found strings for this thing. So it's a great guitar. Okay, so this is a great guitar. So you get that low B note. I use actually a low A. So I tune my 7-string guitars to a low A note. So this guitar is weird. It's acting weird when I plug it in. So that's why I'm not plugging it in. So I'm using an acoustic right now to demo it for you guys. So these are round wound strings, guys. So that's a 7-string acoustic that I use, okay? It's a really cool guitar. And I don't know what strings to get on this because I have I got this guitar. I don't know anybody that makes 7-string steel strings. If you know, let me know because I like to get them myself. So I usually just put like these bronze masters on here from Tequisto and put a low low wound string on the bottom. You see, okay. So that's my 7-string acoustic. Let me get to my 7-string jazz guitar back here. So let me take some more questions. Um, Shredding them pentatonics. Thank you. Play your favorite solo. What guitar am I using? So this is actually a Eastman AR AR 810 CE 7-string. I can never remember that name. So this is a standard stock Eastman 7-string. Okay, and I changed the pickup to a Benedetto Seymour Duncan pickup. So let me play you guys something. Now, I'll just remind you guys, I'm having a sale this week. Okay, where is this thing? Oh, I don't know if you guys can see this, but here I'm having a sale all week on my website. All my items on my website at ronjacksonmusic.com are 25% off. I sold a bunch of books up there, and so I have sheet music with lessons and printables and CDs, and my latest book, Chords at Your Fingertips, with a bunch of other great writers. I don't know if you can see this correctly, but I'm having a website sale. This is probably backwards for you guys. Maybe you can see it better like this. No. And it's, use code 25K on ronjacksonmusic.com, and you get 25% off everything on my website, okay? So I'm going to play a song for once right now, and before I keep answering questions. Do you think John Mayer is underrated? John Mayer, I think, is not underrated. John Mayer is very famous and great, and I love him. When he first came out, I saw him on the Grammys years ago. I was like, wow, this guy, man, he could sing and play the guitar and all that crazy stuff, do all this finger picking stuff. He was really great. Let me play you guys something. I'm saying too much because I have to think about something. I'm gonna play you a song right now. Someone's asking me what's a good 7-string guitar to start with. Eastmans are good, actually. No, I mean, if you want to play jazz, it depends. If you want to play rock, there's a lot of them. I'm gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna play a song for you guys. Okay. Now, hey guys, this is an impromptu live taking questions. I had to play something that was called "If I Should Lose You." Um, yeah. Someone's asking me if the root of the chord is the lowest note of the chord. Yeah, that's the bottom note, the bass note. So I'm taking some questions. Let me see. That was from YouTube. Let me see what's on TikTok here. I have so many people up here. Um, where can I find a guitar course? I'm interested. So if you go to my website, uh, www.ronjacksonmusic.com, I'm having a sale on a bunch of lessons for scales, bebop, all kinds of stuff. So just go there. And this week, since I just got 25,000 followers on Instagram, I'm celebrating 25% off on my website. Use code 25K, and you get 25% off anything. And I have a good book up there. It's sold out, and I'm getting there's a book about it's called Chords at Your Fingertips, and that's coming out. The shipment's coming out this weekend. So if you order that book, get 25% off. It's autographed. Okay. And of course, if you want to get Patreon lessons with me, you can go to my Patreon website, which is right here. We get that for you. And there you can study with me. And there's lessons up there for $3 a month. You can study with me. Well, actually, you get lessons and you get workshops for free about specific subjects once a month. Okay. And that's a great thing for you guys too. Okay. So let me see. I want to see what else is up here. So there's some questions. What's a good progression for C major 7? Well, C major 7. I mean, there's all kinds of progressions for C major 7. There's very common ones, you know. So you should know all your diatonic chords in major chords, and there's all kinds of 1-6-2-5s and 1-4-5s and 1 flat 3. So you can go. I'm just doing a bunch of turnarounds. So those are the different types of things you could use actually. Oh, thank you, ESKPTV, for my saying I have a brilliant performance. My hand's kind of hurting me. You know, the 7th string with 14s on top is a lot of work actually. So my hand's like a little stiff from practicing actually. Someone's asking me how old am I? I started playing guitar when I was 11. Look me up on Wikipedia. Actually, someone's asking me that question on Instagram. I'm 56 actually, so you know. Okay, and you can find that online actually. And I've been playing guitar since I was 11. I still practice, and I need to practice more. I don't practice enough. What do you recommend for a classical guitar musician who is interested in jazz? Learn songs, and you know, pick up the guitar. You know, play with people. You know, with your guitar, jam and transcribe and learn guitar solos or whatever kind of solos you want. Okay. Now let me see. I'm trying to see who else is up here. Some more questions. You have any more? Okay. Yeah. So everybody's asking. I heard you people mention Seymour Duncan. So Actually, Seymour Duncan's a good friend of mine. He's a really great guy from Jersey, New Jersey. So I used Seymour Duncan pickups for years. I've been endorsed for years. I have all their pedals and almost all their pedals. I have them in the closet over here, and all kinds of pickups from all my guitars. So Seymour's a really great pickups. I think they're American made. I hope they are. And they're out in Burbank, California. I think. I've never been to the factory, but I should go visit one day. I never do those type of things when I'm out in California, when I'm doing like the NAMM show or touring or whatever. So I mean, they're great guitars. So you should definitely, I mean, great pickups. So you should definitely try them out if you get a chance. Oh, everybody on Instagram, just so you know, Instagram is announcing that I have a badge up there. If you'd like to donate, okay, and you're watching, you can donate a badge right now for 99 cents for one heart, or $1.99 for two, or $4.99 if you like my show or what I'm playing. If I'm answering your questions, just go to my Instagram badge right now and donate. Thank you. And also I have my PayPal at Ron Jackson Music, Venmo, and Cash App and all that stuff. So how do you use suspended chords and how do they work? Thank you. Suspended chords are kind of substitutions for a dominant seventh. So I basically use them. Let's say I'm playing an A suspended. I think of E minor. It's the same scale. So what I'm doing is right this. What I'm doing is, when you play a suspended chord, the most important thing is don't play that 3, because you're placing the third of the 7th chord to a 4th, okay? But people do it. They play both notes sometimes. It has a cool sound, both. So you can do anything you want, but think of it's just the same. So an A suspended chord gets an A dominant scale. So it's a really cool chord to use. I like that sound, okay? And someone said, hold it lower. Oh, sorry. The guitar? Can't see it. Oh, you can't see my guitar? Okay, I'll put this like this. Okay, good. Okay, YouTube. So some people can't see my guitar. I have a big guitar, so you can't see it. I don't know why. So anyway, the paper. Oh, the paper. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, this paper. Hey, guys, this paper was from Instagram. Now, if you want to donate to me on YouTube, I think you can't see this. I had it backwards before. Oh, yeah. This is for YouTube. If you want to donate, I think this is the right way for you guys. Please donate to my PayPal at Ron Jackson Music. Okay? PayPal and Cash App and Venmo at Ron Jackson Music. Okay? And Zelle at ronjacksonmusic@gmail.com. I have it on the comments, actually. Also on TikTok. So let me see. So that's Ron Jackson Music again. So just in case. And for TikTok and Instagram, it's all Ron Jackson Music if you want to donate, and PayPal and everywhere else. So, okay. Now, let me ask you some more questions over here. Laughing my butt off. I'm always jamming to these on the elevator. Okay. Oh, you love that. So, you know what? I'm glad I'm going on live on, just so you guys know. Okay. Please follow me if you don't already on all these channels, on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok right now. It's all Ron Jackson Music. And I appreciate you guys on Instagram, because on YouTube, because I haven't been posted in a few days. So that's why I'm going live as well, so I can have some new material to put on YouTube. And on TikTok, I haven't posted in a few days. It's the first time since July that I didn't post for a couple of days, because I've been kind of burnt out from the social media, and I need to practice. And it's been taking so much time. I'm so involved with so much stuff, and there's so many comments and so many things that I need to practice, guys. But that's the most important thing. You got to practice a little bit every day. So let me see. Oh, can you play breezing? That's funny. See, okay. So that's a little bit of breezing. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I played a little breezing for you. Let me see. I gotta answer some more questions up here on Instagram now because I'm ignoring you guys. I'm sorry. Let me see the bottom. I gotta go from the bottom up. Top down. I can't remember that. I can never figure out on Instagram where the comments come from the top or from the bottom. Oh, let me see. There's a question here. Can you? Oh yes, I already answered that question. What do you think of the constitutes a good jazz solo? To me, okay, so this is a great question, guys and girls, who's ever watching. A good, I know, I can tell when people can play jazz because of the language they use. So when someone's taking a solo, let's say you're playing like in the key of B flat, and you're doing 1 6 2 5. So that's B flat, G minor, C minor, F7. So a good solo would be a bad solo. I don't want to call it bad, but a solo where I think that you're not really playing jazz is like this. You know why? Because you're just running the scale, okay? And so if you're just running the scale, you're not playing jazz. You're just playing a scale. Okay. Now, if you're playing jazz and you're playing a 1 6 2 5, you're actually playing over we call the changes. So you're kind of changing with the chords, we call them. I'm using all kinds of different techniques like chromatic notes, passing tones, arpeggios, reharmonizations. So that's jazz language. So if you're just playing a scale, you're not playing jazz language. Like, so if you're just going, that's a fast scale, but it's not jazz. That's just a fast scale. This is jazz. So I'm playing like jazz there, kind of. I'm just messing around, but I'm playing more jazz language. So I'm just messing around. That's more jazz language, okay? Or putting things like. I'm just messing around. Okay. Can you use sus chords with the progression on seventh chords? Oh, someone's asking me about progression with seventh chords. So I'm using sus chords, and that's from a song called what was that song? That's a song by Freddie Hubbard. And sus chords can be used like in what we call in sequences like that, up in every two frets or every whole steps. What's that called? I used to do all the time. Gigs and stuff when I had gigs. So, sus chords can be transposed and it sounds really cool. Let me see questions on TikTok. I don't want to leave you guys out. I'm sorry. Oh, there's some questions up here. Play anthropology. Oh, someone's asking me to play anthropology. How long ago was that question? Let me see if I can play that a little bit. It's weird. Like my positioning on the guitar is weird when I'm playing in this chair. I might put the backing track on. So let me see if I can do that. I have a backing track here, and I don't want to play it too fast. Let me see. Maybe you can hear the backing track. Oh, hold on. Can Can you hear this? Oh, okay, cool. I'll play with the backing track. I was just using a backing track, guys. Can you guys see me on YouTube still? Because I had to like cut off into yeah, you still see me good. Yeah, so I was playing. So that was a request from TikTok. A question. Let me get some water here. I'm talking too much. So yeah, that was a request from TikTok. I'm always playing like solo guitar stuff, so it's great to have a backing track once in a while called iReal Pro. So if someone's asking me, "Hi, I'm a classical guitarist. I would like to learn the basics of jazz guitar." Oh, so I think I already answered this question. Basically, you just need to go into learning tunes, solos, and playing with people and getting a good teacher. Okay, I need a jazz school to go to learn jazz. Go to Berkeley. There's a lot of great jazz school. Juilliard, Manhattan School of Music. There's a lot of places. Oh, okay, cool. Let me see. Let me go to TikTok because I haven't answered a question there in a while. Let me see. I'm gonna go look on Instagram too. Oh, Red Clay. That was called. Yeah, thank you, Red Clay. Thanks for the answer. That was a song I played before with the sus chords. So that was Red Clay by Freddie Hubbard. That's right. Took up Jazz Bossa Nova. Okay, I will probably. Yeah, let me try something. Let me see if I can. What could? Okay, now let me answer some questions here. Dave Matthews. Do you do like Dave Matthews funk style? Um, you know, one of my friends plays in Dave Matthews Band. Rashawn Ross, the trumpet player. He's a horn arranger. I love Dave Matthews. He's great. So yes, I love all styles of music. Just because I play jazz a lot doesn't mean I don't play other styles of music. So so yes, Dave Matthews is great. Uh, P9 looking pickups. Oh yeah, someone's talking about my heck. What kind of guitar is that? Oh, this is an Eastman. Yeah, someone said the guitar doesn't sound like jazz. So when you guitar, you know what? You can make any guitar sound like jazz. Everybody. So that means it's not a jazz is about how you touch the guitar and play, or any play any other instrument. You can make any guitar sound jazz. I've seen George Benson sit in and play like you know just like a Stratocaster, and he's playing jazz. Okay, so that's really important. To have your touch and jazz feel. It's all about your jazz feel. Okay. Um, hey, good afternoon, Marcia. Hey, thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. So everybody, it's getting late here. I was doing an impromptu here, and just to show my Instagram fans and everybody, um, answer some questions about certain things. So if someone's asking, I'm going to answer a few more questions. So, what's the most important thing about jazz? Jazz is a language. It's a feel. Okay, it's something you have to internalize and listen to a lot to get into. So, I'm working on this stuff all the time. Trying to. It's very important to get into jazz that way. Someone's asked me if I do rock music. I started out playing rock, and I do play rock music sometimes. Now it's funny when jazz musicians start playing rock, it doesn't sound the same as like a real rock musician because there's something to every style. There's something very important, like the feel. The, you know what you grew up with. You just can't just play jazz. You just can't play rock if you're a jazz musician. You have to like get into the music like rock musicians do. It's the same as studying music and learn all other stuff. Okay, something here. Which models go well with a D flat? Which modes go well with a D7 flat nine? So someone's asking me what modes with D7 flat nine. So you can use an altered mode, so which is E flat Malira. Start on the D. Okay, and that's also an A flat 7 Lydian dominant. It's easy to remember. So you can use that scale. You can use diminished. There's all kinds of scales you can use. You can use harmonic minor sometimes on the G minor. On the G minor, on the D7 flat 9. Okay, so those are some of the scales you can actually use on the D7 flat 9. That's a great question. From someone's in Jersey. Someone's mentioned that. So yeah, I mean, some of these questions I probably got too late. If you're still on here, yeah, someone's gonna book a guitar lesson with me soon. So guys, if you enjoyed this, thank you very much. Please follow me, and I have all these signs up here. That's just crazy. I have a Patreon account for everybody on Instagram and on TikTok. Okay, if you want to join them, I need to find the other way. Yeah, this one here is for YouTube. Okay, so if you want to join my Patreon for $3 or more a month, that's great. Also for Instagram, I forgot, where's that thing? This is a new thing, but if you enjoy what you saw, I'm getting ready to go now. You could send me a badge. You could buy a badge from the show, and it costs like 99 cents, $1.99, $4.99. I'm not showing you these guys because this is only for Instagram. Okay, so that's a new thing Instagram offers. So if you like my show, please send me a badge, and that'll be really nice of you guys. Okay, I'm getting ready to go, and also for TikTok and YouTube, if you like my show, please donate $1 or more if you can to Ron Jackson Music at PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. Okay, it's already on the comments, and also here on YouTube. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to be posting this video everywhere, and you're gonna watch the playback on TikTok. You can, but I can download the video now. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get lunch. I gotta practice some more, and I gotta do some more posting tonight on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Instagram. YouTube for almost 13,000 followers now. TikTok for 12,000. For 25,000, and Instagram for 25,000. Again, I forgot to mention too. I'm having a sale on my website for all my lessons and sheet music, like printable lessons. So I'm 25K on my website, ronjacksonmusic.com. You get 25% off my website. Okay. Sorry, on YouTube it's 25K at Ron Jackson Music. This is probably backwards. Okay. Everything on my website is 25% off this week, and people are my book is sold out. That I have about chords. It's called Chords at Your Fingertips with a bunch of great writers. And, but I'm going to have the book back in stock, and I have printable lessons that you could download. And all my albums, like this is my latest album right here. It was a top hit record. You can pick that up. You get an autographed copy if you get a copy on my website. Okay. Everything's 25% off. Okay. And I appreciate you guys. You can watch the playback, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay. Ron Jackson, over and out. It was a great time, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye-bye. I'm going to end the stream now on YouTube. Bye-bye. And bye-bye on Instagram.
Thank you very much. Does anybody know what that song was called? Brandy, yeah. So thank you very much.
And I'm going live again, just for you guys. Thank you, everybody who came out to my live show on Friday. I'm here in the U.S. in New Jersey. Let me move this a little closer. So we're going to be talking about chord melody. So I'm just setting up my cameras right now. And, thank everybody for being such great fans and following me and getting up to 20,000 subscribers. So I'm going to be taking questions, but I'm going to play some chord melody. We're going to talk about that today a lot. I'm going to be using my 6 and 7 string guitar. Long live Roger. Thank you, Edmund TV. And we're going to be talking stuff about my book that I sell here too, called Chords at Your Fingertips on acoustic guitar. And, learn how to do chord melody and all that stuff with guide tones and all kinds of different things. Let me just make sure I'm watching on my other, so I can see your questions in another YouTube channel, okay? So let me see. Let me go to my YouTube channel. Thank you for the 21,400 subscribers. You're the man. Love listening to you. Thank you. You're giving me a perspective and helped me improve so much. I'm glad to hear that. I'm live right now. Let me see something. I'm gonna just make sure I watch my own live so I can answer your questions. Here it is. So I'll make sure the volume's down. Okay, good. Hey, Vikpol from India. Great to see you guys. Let me take out my guitar. I'm going to play first on my 7 string some chord melody for you. Okay, and then we'll talk about learning how to do chord melody. Let me see if I can move this camera up a little bit so you can see me. Let me take this guitar out right here, my 7 string. Ooh, there's something off this cable. I gotta fix this. So, yay! Hey Montreal, how's it going? So let me fix this guitar real quick. We're gonna talk about chord melody. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll answer them as best I can. So let me start by playing a song. How's the volume? Sounds okay? Everything okay over there? Let me know. I could turn it up a little bit. Let me see. I don't want to play too loud. Because I play too loud sometimes. Good. So we'll be talking about chord melody today, and let me play you something right now that one of my arrangements that I have, that I actually have here on YouTube, and it's going to be called Time After Time. And no, actually, let me do let me do that one first. Ready? Okay, everybody. Oh, so we're talking about chord melody, and I'm going to take some questions today. So I just played a song called "Time After Time." I forget who wrote that song, but it's a classic jazz song that I always play. It's one of my arrangements that I really know well. that I kind of created for 7-string and 6-string guitar. So this is a 7-string guitar for you guys who don't know about 7-string guitars. I have a low A here. So I haven't touched the guitar in a couple of days. Well, I know actually I touched the guitar yesterday, but I was just doing a lot of writing for my Patreon account, everybody. So let me answer some of these questions for you. So that song was Time After Time. So it was my chord melody arrangement. So I was trying to do some different techniques for you guys. Walking bass lines, inner lines in the chords, seconds, fourths, whatever ideas that came up into my mind when I was doing improvising. So thank you, Henry and VPIL. So let me just answer a few questions here, if there's any. So Glenn from Canada. Oh yeah, great to see you. And Alex, sounds great. Thank you. Edmund TV, thank you again. And good to see you live playing. Good. How do you do that? Lionel asked me how you do that. With a lot of practice. So when I'm doing chord melody, you got to learn how to know what your melody note is against the chord. You have to know all your chord voicings. Okay, so that's very, very important when you're playing chord melody. So when I'm actually playing like a chord melody arrangement, it's actually I arranged it. That means I didn't make it up on the spot. I actually just worked it out. I learned first. You have to learn when you want to do chord melody arrangements. You have to really learn the melody correctly. You should be able to play the melody and the chords separately. So so when I'm doing a melody like this, so there's so many ways to play the melody on the guitar. When I play that melody like that, I could play so many ways on the guitar. Look at this. That's the hard part about the guitar. So you have to be able to play the melody on the top of the chord, particularly. Now you can actually play the melody on the bottom of the chord, in the middle of the chord. When I talk about that, I actually have this book. We'll be talking about my book, Two Chords at Your Fingertips, that's on Acoustic Guitar Magazine. That I actually, I wrote 3 lessons, and one of my lessons is called the How to Harmonize Like Chet Atkins. If you look closely, and in this book, I take a song like London Bridge is Falling Down, like this. It goes like this. Now, in this book, I actually took that melody. I played it with chords on the bottom. Now, you could do that melody like that, just like with a melody on top with chords on bottom. Now, it's very important. Most of the time you play the melody on top, you have to really know the melody. And then the next part I do in the book is I actually take the chords and I went like this. I went. Like that. I'm reading this. So this is actually, this is actually written here in my book, Chords at Your Fingertips, learning how to harmonize, do chord melody, what we're talking about today. I'm taking a really simple melody like London Bridge is Falling Down, and I play the chord under every note. And that's how you actually learn how to do chord melody too, not just play like a thing like this. Just one note below it. You should be able to harmonize a melody with a chord under each note, actually. That's very important to learn. Let me see. Oh, thank you. Let me just look at some of the questions here. So I'm just going through this. I'll take questions while I'm trying to talk to you about doing chord melody. So thanks Roscoe for saying I'm amazing. And thank you, Vipul from India. how much of what you're playing is arranged and how much is the top of your head? So when I'm doing a chord melody, everybody, most of the time it's pretty arranged. So what I do is I actually work it out where I actually what's the word it's really arranged actually most of the time. So what I'm trying to do is actually in the beginning you have to do arrangements, okay? So it's very important to have them really worked out. I mean, Joe Pass, all the great like solo guitar players, they had their stuff arranged. I went to see a Joe Pass workshop actually, and he was amazing. And he had everything worked out. Obviously, you have to have it worked out, and then after a while, it just becomes natural, and you don't have to think about what you're actually playing. So when I'm playing like a song like that arrangement I just played a minute ago, time after time, I actually played that so many times that I know it pretty good. And I have a bunch of solo guitar arrangements like that. So you have to really, the best way actually to learn these things is learn from the masters. If you go to my website, ronjacksonmusic.com, I have tons of, I have about 5 or 6 arrangements for guitar because you have to start learning arrangements from other people. So if you go to my website, ronjacksonmusic.com, and you'll be able to get, copies of my arrangements there for like $5-6, okay? And it's on my description here. You have to learn these chord melody arrangements by heart. Now let me see something here. I'm just gonna turn my other phone down so no one starts to disturb us, and put it on silent. So let me see. Let me look at some of these questions. I really wanted to know what your favorite guitar is and the one that you have and one that you don't have. By the way, you're awesome. Thanks. I don't know. I don't have a favorite guitar. I mean, I'm trying to get a Benedetto guitar, a 7-string. So I mean, another guitar I'm using right now. So I'm using my 6-string. I mean my 7-string. Let me show you the one I got from. Oops, something's wrong with my cable. So let me put this over here. I'm using also this D'Angelico XL that I got. I'm a D'Angelico artist now too. So this is a pretty great guitar, especially for the price range. You could go to my Amazon store and pick this up if you want to. I have an Amazon store, and you just go straight here to ronjacksonmusic.com. Amazon.com/shop/ronjacksonmusic, and I sell all kinds of stuff there, my books and all kinds of stuff. Okay, and it's my Amazon store, and I sell the D'Angelico guitars there on that site too. So this is a pretty good guitar too. You turn it up a little bit. So I play 6-string too, because most of the time, most of the guitar players I teach don't play 6-string. So it's important to know how to play 6-string. So we're talking about chord melody today. So it's really important to learn the melody and the chords separately, then you put them together. Now melody is the hardest part of playing anything, I think, because the melody, everybody knows the melody. So if you mess up that melody, you can be the best musician in the world, and some guy, some average whoever, Joe or Smo, will say, "Man, you play great, man, but you messed up that melody," and he won't know anything about music. So the melody is the most important thing. So when you're playing these chord melodies, you got to hear the melody. And whenever you play a melody, even by itself, you got to play it perfect because everybody knows the melody, So let me see. The Headliner book, will it help? And how so? Oh, yeah, Dario. Yeah, the book will help. I mean, I've sold like 40, 50 copies already of this book to all my students and fans, and they love this book. It also teaches you all kinds of different cool things. So just go to my website and order it from me directly there at ronjacksonmusic.com. It's on my description here. And this book only has 12 different lessons. One of the lessons is I teach you how to play walking bass lines. So like for example, let's talk about walking bass. So you see me playing walking bass all the time. So Dario, so if I'm not playing a walking bass line, you have to know how to play 2-note voicings on a chord.